not cleared the bar at her second attempt. This is her personal best. The last time she jumped this, she had to go back to the World University Games, which was held in China.
She had to exceed her personal best in order to qualify
for the Olympic
Games.
So it was in Chengdu in China back in August 2023.
Do you reckon that perhaps, I mean, beyond the inherent motivation, that she would have had a better chance if she was still competing with others at 1.94? So it's a final attempt in just a few minutes for the Ghanaian to see if she can hit the mark. But as far as this games is concerned, and the expectation that forced the Ghana Athletics Association to pursue her so vigorously, it has definitely paid off. And for the many people who have braved traffic, rush hour traffic in Accra, to come to the University of Ghana Stadium to witness this, they would probably be very sated at the sights that they have beheld this evening. And we go back to the women's triple jump.
So this is the women's triple jump final. Sylvie of Burkina Faso at her second attempt. Sylvie, it's a decent attempt, not great.
Well, the thing about the jumps is that the first round of jumps in no way indicates how they're going to finish. Sometimes you have an athlete who is down and virtually out, and they pop out with a monstrous jump, and suddenly, out of nowhere, they snatch the gold medal from the field.
Absolutely.
There are those who have their biggest jump at the beginning, those who have their biggest jump in the middle, and there are just those who seem to summon something from somewhere on the final jump. As the Ghanaian jumper prepares for the final attempt at 194.
So Rosie Yeboah, final attempt. Remember, to qualify for the Olympic Games, she would need to jump 1.97. If she were to clear 1.94, that probably would have been her next attempt, but she has to clear 1.94 first.
That probably just have moved the bar to 1.97 and gone for broke.
And there she is. It doesn't come true, but she's still got the gold medal. Congratulations to the Ghanaian Rose Amanima Yeboah. She is once again African Games champion, clearing the bar at 1.90 meters to claim the gold medal. And that is a whopping 0.6 meters more than her closest contender, Guinea's Bailey Fatoumata, who got the silver medal, and Algeria's Darina Hadil coming through with the bronze. And the home crowd will love this, because that's the gold, the first one on the field or on the track for Ghana in the athletics. In fact, the first medal for the home country since the athletics started yesterday. And she is very, very happy indeed with her performance. And why not? She's delivered. She's defended her title. She's delivered her country gold medal, and she's giving most definitely a lot of her family members watching her right now inside the stadium, perhaps for the first time ever in front of the whole continent. She's delivered a gold medal.
Athletes always say, I mean, you can do it all over the world, but there's nothing that compares to doing it at home And that snapshot of her with a Ghana flag will be one of the highlight reels of this competition. And perhaps now that the gates are open, it might be an opportunity for many more Ghanaians to win in this track and field program, which is on day 2, but it's a remarkable story. It's not easy to defend an African title. She just obliterated the whole field this evening, and she deserves that big smile on her face and a lap of honor and the adulations which she's lapping up as she goes around on the tracks. Congratulations to her and to the Ghana Athletics Association.
She's Rosie Yeboah. When she started out, she was always a big, even when she was on the local scene, she was competing with the likes of Abigail Kwating for the national record, and she was always built to be a growing big star. She's very used to occasions like this because she's won the competition so many times, and she's so used to this running around with the Ghana flag, because she's won it way too many times. As we get ready for the men's 110-meter hurdles, the start list: Tisang, Laura Dous, Amin, Mendy, Giru. You've also got Badawi Said of Egypt, Great Musa of Nigeria. His name is Wisdom, Great Musa. And then you've got Burkina Faso's Wadrago also out in the outside lane. This is the final of the men's 110-meter hurdles. There is no heats for this event. It's straight to a final.
It's a very specialist event, and one of the more difficult events on the track. If you're running the 400 meters hurdle, yes, it's difficult, but you've got enough distance between the hurdles to take your time in finishing all those hurdles. For the 110 meters hurdles, you're up and down as it comes, and it's very easy. And once you miss your stride, you're going to knock down a hurdle, and usually that will slow you down. And we've seen some of the greatest athletes run this 110 meters hurdle.
You should have been here for the women's 100-meter hurdles heats. The Ghanaian's hurdler, she cleared about 2 hurdles, and that was about that.
That's just how difficult sprint hurdling is.
It is tough. It is tough. It is tough.
Yeah.
It's interesting we're talking about this event. This is the 100-meter version of it. This is the confirmation of final results of the women's high jump. Rosie Yeboah 1.90 to dig the gold. Fatoumata of Guinea takes the silver, and Algeria's Nadil takes her. That's her deal there. She got the bronze medal. And this was her last attempt at 1.81 meters, which she didn't succeed. And so her last clearance was 1.78, and she walked away with the bronze medal. She's also really young, a teenager. And this is Fatoumata. She sort of mounted a challenge, but she could only clear the bar at 1.81, and this was her last attempt at 1.84, and she didn't clear it, leaving Rosie Yeboah to be all by herself. Then she goes on, Rosie Yeboah, to clear 1.87, then goes on to clear 1.90, and then try 3 times unsuccessfully to clear 1.94. But by that time, the gold medal was already wrapped up. And this was her clearance at 1.90, which gave her the title. So we're getting ready for the lineup of the men's 110-meter hurdles final. The crowd is building up nicely as most people close and join the stadium from work.
Well,
in Accra.
Just introduce your man, Musa. Great wisdom.
That's right. he's a great wisdom, great Musa.
Wisdom, great Musa. And some of the most dramatic finishes in world athletics have taken place in this event.
In the hurdles, for sure.
I remember, you know, the big guys like Grant Holloway thundering down. Alan Johnson for years, you know, winning multiple world championships and Olympic medals. You have to be quick, but you also have to get up and down enough to go past all the hurdles.
If you don't do it well, you could be shocked, like Grant Holloway found out at the Olympic Games in Tokyo.
Yep.
When Pachman shocked him.
Yeah. I know.
In the finish line, the Jamaican. But Holloway has since recovered really well. He's world champion.
And there will be another showdown at the Olympics 2024, where he'll have his sights on recovering that gold medal. Here the guys.
Ansel Pachman. It's good that we're talking about the hurdles, because one of the greatest, if not the greatest, 400-meter hurdler of all time, Edwin Moses, was in Ghana for the African Games on the first week of the games.
Wow.
Too bad he couldn't stay
for the athletics.
For the athletics.
Yeah.
But he was here and I interviewed him. And it's been a lot going. It's been a massive shift, if you like, of interest into the hurdles, the 400-meter hurdles, where Edwin Moses held 2 previous world records. Now, of course, with Rai Benjamin and the Norwegian going at it every single. Aston Warholm. They both run faster than the previous world record at the last Olympic Games. It was absolutely ridiculous.
It's just ripped up.
Rai Benjamin beating in to the World Championship in Budapest. Aston Warholm just shows up at the Olympic Games. It's more like the Jamaican sprinter.
Call him the Flying Viking.
Yeah. And the women's as well, you know, Sydney McLaughlin is broken new bounds in the 400 meters before taking up the 400 flat. The 4x400 meter relay, she had been running it for the USA even in the past while she was doing the 400 meter hurdles. She decided she wants to do the flat.
Having broken the record, she decided to do the flat, left it to the Dutch woman to manage it all by herself, who is also the indoor champion.
Yeah, and she's the new indoor record holder. So we'll see what becomes of
medal presentation ceremony.
The 400 meters when Sydney McLaughlin gets back in form, then the young woman from the Bahamas gets back in form, and the Dutch young lady
Shone Melawibo.
It will be some sight.
It will be.
Now the medal ceremony for the men's decathlon is what we are witnessing now. There were only 4 contestants, so only one person didn't get the medal, the Egyptian, but the Algerian Dai gets the bronze medal. The silver will go to the Kenyan Kit Mutai. And the South African Ryan Friedrichs is the one that got the gold medal.
So for those who are not familiar with the decathlon, these are the athletes we describe as the all-rounders or the supermen. And typically you'd have strength in one event and perhaps be average in another event. Rarely do you have an athlete who is good in all the events.
10 of them in total.
It's a lot. You have to be able to jump, you have to be able to run, you have to be able to throw.
Absolutely.
And the winner in the men's decathlon event goes to Pretorius Freddy de la Sud-Afrique. Thank you very much. Shall we all rise for the national anthem of South Africa?
National anthem of South Africa.
Thank you very much.
So congratulations to the national anthem, sort of truncated, and I'm sure that's why Friedrichs is rather surprised.
He had that look on his face.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Apologies to the South Africans for that. There must have been some technical hitch. And you know, he's one of those athletes who actually sing the national anthem, and he was
shocked. He was shocked. His national anthem was truncated prematurely. Yeah, big apologies to South Africa. Surely that would not have been intentional.
No, at all. There must be a plausible reason why the anthem must have ended in the middle.
7,550 points is the winning accumulated points for the South African, followed by the Kenyan Edwin Kipmutai, 7,140 points, and in the bronze medal place 6,943 points for Badumi Dai of Algeria. The only athlete without a medal is Egypt's Mahmoud Tahir.
Now that's a daunting view for those who underestimate the prowess and skill it takes to run the 110 men and women's hurdles. You have to admire in the women's event people like Gail Davis, who for years was the queen of the hurdling.
Anyway, let's go to the lanes again. It's Komorana Tisang of Botswana in lane 1. Jeremy Laradus of Mauritius in lane 2. Bonani Amin of Algeria in lane 3. Francois Mendy of Senegal in lane 4. Badamasi Seguri of Niger in lane 5. Badawi Said of Egypt in lane 6. Wisdom Great Musa of Nigeria in lane 7. And Burkina Faso's Salam Ouedraogo in lane 8. And off they go. The Senegalese have started really well. Francois Mendy, he's going really strong, but so is the Nigerian Great Musa. But watch out for the Algerian Fahmi Bouzemi. He's coming strong, but the Senegalese from behind. Mendy takes the win.